police just deployed more CS gas. This is Chamblee Tucker Road just behind us. You can see the police in riot gear. They're heading down Chamblee Tucker Road. So right where the police are walking, there was a group of protesters standing on the sidewalk there. And then they deployed more CS gas, kind of pushing everyone back. Our photographer, Eric Len, before we saw the initial CS gas deployed, heard police call this an unlawful assembly. And then we saw them have this show of force and pushing everyone back. Now, I do believe we have some of that video from the first time the CS gas was deployed. Right before they threw the gas there, we did see some people come into the roadway, and then the police went ahead and kind of push everyone onto the sidewalk, and then that is when we saw them deploy that gas. But you can see the Chamblee Tucker Road here is still closed off at this point, and again, police are kind of pushing the protesters there back further down the roadway. But certainly people here, they're speaking out against ICE, for immigration, and against some of the raids that we have been seeing in recent weeks. Certainly very passionate about their message here. And it does believe, we do see police walking someone with their hands behind their back here. It does believe, appears to be at least one arrest at this hour. Again, that just happened as we saw police kind of walking down Chamblee Tucker Road just in the last few minutes. It does seem they're trying to clear everyone out of this area. We see some protesters have kind of pushed their way back into the shopping plaza here. You can still see there is still traffic going in this area here, just to the right of where we are on Chamblee Tucker Road is closed off. That is where the protesters were earlier today. But you can see this gentleman in red with his hands behind his back. Does appear that there has been at least one arrest at this hour, but protesters certainly still out here. You can hear them chanting now as they see this gentleman with his hands behind their back here, loading him into one of the police cars right now. People certainly frustrated with this show of force by police here, saying that this really was a peaceful protest until the police came here. We did see some people getting into the roadway there, and that is where we saw the police come out in riot gear to kind of keep people out of the roadway. But people certainly really, again, frustrated by this show of force, and still a lot of people out here continuing to make their voices heard, even with this police presence. Judea.
Thanks, Kim. Before you go anywhere, I have a couple of questions for you. Of course, that first person that we saw come out with their hands behind their back, did I see press written on their chest?
Yes. Our photographer, Eric Len, it did appear that he did have press written on his chest there, some sort of a vest that he had. We did see him take it off before he was loaded into the police car, I believe, but it does appear that he did have press on there. We're not certain who he was with. He's not part of our team here on the ground here at Fox 5, but that does appear to be the case.
Okay, I see. Possibly a member of the press, definitely not a member of Fox 5 Atlanta's team. And then we did see a second person look like they were being detained after him. It was another gentleman in, I believe, a red shirt, a different person though. I just wanted to point that out.
I see, and that very well could have been the case. I saw the gentleman in the vest, and I saw another gentleman in a red shirt without the vest on. It very well could have been two separate people. I did kind of see them go behind the police cars there. I wasn't sure if the first gentleman took off his vest or not, but that certainly could have been the case.
I see. And so again, right before you go, I wanted to double check with you. You mentioned that they're calling this an unlawful gathering. So do you know that whether it is maybe they didn't have a permit to be out there to protest, or does that just seem to be something that is being said and we'll have to figure out more later on?
Those are questions we will need to ask DeKalb County Police to get that clarification. Again, that is what our photographer Eric Len heard, who's a little closer to the police at that point than I was at that moment. But again, he did say that they were calling this an unlawful assembly. So we'll certainly need to reach out to DeKalb County Police. We will reach out to DeKalb County Police to get that clarified about why that was the case. But again, that is what our photographer heard on scene.